Okay, well, welcome back to video 3. We are going to talk about footnotes in this particular video, and just a quick look back here at my old ebook. I don't know that I ever put in a table of contents, and I don't know that this old version supports it. Okay, that will have to be a later video. So, let's look quickly at footnotes and headers and footers. Let's go ahead and start with headers. Headers are very simple to do. To get into the header, just come to the top here and double click. You can type anything you need to type in the header, and it's going to show up if you get out of it. And it will be on every single page. So let's say that you actually wanted page numbers though. You could actually just go here to header. And you do date, document title. You do page numbers. You can do whatever you want. Okay? You could even, if I go back up in here, you could do date and time. You do your own quick parts, auto text, which has my initials, my name, document properties. You can do all kinds of things. You could create your own. So you can do whatever you want. With footers, go back here. It's fun. There we go. Header and footer, right over there. Footer. You can put in 3 columns and have whatever you want. You do even pages only, odd pages. You make it fancy. So now you know where to find your header and footers. But that's pretty easy. But what about an actual footnote? So if we want to go in here, and let's say blah blah blah, I have a link I want to point out to a client. And I want to put it right here. I'm going to hit insert footnote. Here's the footnote. Then I'm just going to come back up here and keep typing whatever it is that I want to keep typing. It's very handy because then let's say, I kept going, and let's say I have another footnote that I want to include. There it is. Oh my goodness. But then I thought of something that I needed to add a footnote to, and it's way up here. Do I have to automatically... Do I have to automatically renumber everything? No. I just click that. It puts it there. New footnote number 1. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Sorry. There we go. Sorry about that. Ta-da! Pretty cool, right? So, now let's talk a little bit. I'm going to move this up because we're just working off this same document. Let's look a little bit about reviewing. Okay, so you have some options. You could use comments to review and go back and forth. You could even tag people, like if you had someone's email address. If I was working with my husband, you can also do that in Google Docs. So if you're wanting to track changes to send to someone, do that. Show all markup. Make sure it's turned on. So now, if I'm typing and I want to take this out, this is also in terrible. We want to make it concise. I have this awful habit of saying I should work on different things. See how it changes everything? Schedule the release this ebook for sometime in April. Already began. I've dated this book by putting in all these dates, right? So now I have these changes. So if I sent this to someone and they're looking at it and they want to accept this change, they could do this and they could just hit accept. And let's say they want to accept this word and they want to keep this one. And this one. And they want to keep this. Don't worry, I'm not going to accept everything. But let's say they don't want to keep this. They could just hit reject. Okay? And if someone else, like if I sent this out to someone and they made changes and they sent it back to me, even if they didn't do all this accept and reject, their changes would be a different color than mine. So, you can compare copies, you can combine revisions from multiple authors, and it will all come together into one document, so it makes it easier. There's a translate button now. I've actually found this to be helpful. I had a client who was in Spain, and they were using it also. The problem actually came up on their end because when I sent them my English version, they thought everything was misspelled in English because when it went to them, everything was in red squiggles. And I had to explain to them, no, because you're using the translator, you're going to have to accept everything that I sent you into your dictionary. So it's something you have to keep in mind there. There is a thesaurus that you can use. You have a word count. That's kind of it for now, other than the table of contents, which I'll have to do in a separate video because I'm going to have to prepare something a little bit longer that I can put together. So I hope you guys have enjoyed these little short videos, and I hope it leaves you feeling a little more comfortable with some of the basics of Word. Talk to you guys soon. Don't forget to subscribe here to YouTube, and please head over to confessionsfromthecouch.com and subscribe to my blog.